So in our opinion, we believe that it is immoral to consume any animal products.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
So the thing is, if you can, the entire milk from the cow will not be used by the cow, but yet you should leave something for them. You should also look at their, it's their children, for example.
So do you consume milk?
When my mother cooks some of the, dairy products and all, for example, ghee or butter in the food, I do consume, but I don't prefer usually as such. If there is an option to choose between either of the food, then I would go with the food without dairy products.
That's great. But on the occasions that you do consume them, don't you think that you're contributing to animal cruelty and injustice? Don't you think that is the case, even if it is prepared by someone that is close to you? Like, don't you think that this is a matter of principle to say, no, this is something that we should not participate in?
Sure. The thing is, if you look at it in a broader prospect, it wouldn't be. You cannot really categorize those people who consume dairy products are really cruel towards animals.
Why not?
I do care for animals.
Okay.
Just because that I consume some of the products of animals, it doesn't mean that I'm not caring for them. For example, I do have pets at home. I do have dogs. So I do even contribute towards the welfare of cows and all. So I have done it in the past as well, and then I have been continuously doing it.
Okay.
So it doesn't really mean that someone being not a vegan is a cruel person towards animal. So I understand your what you're doing, your vision and all. Really, caring for animals, we do have to do it. It's our duty, because we are at a different level when compared to their intelligence, and then we have the capability to literally take care of them, and then
we have the capability to harm them as well.
Harm them as well.
You said that someone, if they are not vegan, it doesn't mean that they are automatically cruel. And then you also said that you have cared for certain animals, you have contributed
Not certain animals, all animals.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So do you think that kind of reasoning could be applied onto any other sort of issue? For example, if someone says that I take care of a lot of children, so sometimes it is okay if I harm children. Do you think that would be okay?
See, we really don't know what all we are doing. For example, you might be wearing leather shoes or leather
I don't.
No.
Like I'm making sure that I don't.
Yeah.
And that's interesting, because veganism is not just about food. It's about everything.
Yeah. The thing is, many people really don't know what they are into. You need to also educate them.
Sure. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
So we are not saying that anyone who is consuming animal products is automatically a bad person.
No,
but we are not saying that, because to me, I view it as somewhat like this. If you're in an exam, for example, and the exam does not allow calculators, okay? Someone doesn't know about this rule. They're using a calculator. That means that person doesn't automatically become a bad person. But if someone knows that the calculator is not allowed, and then they still consume animal products, then that person is a bad person. Would you agree?
You cannot really, that's what, consider someone, consuming, for example.
No, just for that, never mind any other issue, just that example. Would you agree that someone knowing that a calculator is not allowed in an exam?
That's cheating, definitely. Yeah,
but if someone doesn't know, then we can sort of go and tell them that, calculators are not allowed, don't do it anymore.
Yeah, if he restrains from,
once he knows.
Then it's fine. But that's what. Cheating is something, you cannot really tell that person to be a bad person. You have to educate him. That's what it is. So
once they know, they have to stop.
That's the law. In your scenario, many people they don't know how the milk is procured. Many people don't know how cheese or other products are procured. They're consuming it, thinking that they're not harming any animals, and then they're bound to. They're thinking that I'm paying for it, whatever
the food is.
Yeah,
they're not aware.
Yeah.
The interesting thing here is that I agree with you there, but you strike me as the kind of person who is very well aware of these things.
Yeah. True.
So why would you consume them?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
See, for example, you can also, if you decide to do that, you can also take milk from local vendors who have plenty of cows there, and then they are not cruel towards animals. They are taking milk. They are also, where they, let the calf drink milk. I mean, milk from its cow. Actually, its mother.
When do cows produce milk?
Yeah, regularly,
Do cows produce milk because they're cows, or do they produce milk because when they become mothers?
No. It's not like that.
I just want to know, do cows produce milk all the time? Like even when they've not given birth? Or do they only start producing milk after they've given birth?
I'm not really sure of this.
Okay, so the thing is that cows will only produce milk after they have given birth.
Okay.
Because the cow's body will produce milk to feed their young ones.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if this is to be maintained, if this supply of milk is to be maintained, it means that the cow has to be impregnated, because they will not just be pregnant all the time. They have to be impregnated. Yeah. So the cow will get pregnant, give birth, and then they will produce milk for about 9 months. And then the milk supply will stop. Then, if someone's business depends on that, they have to impregnate the cow again. And they have to keep doing this year after year after year after year.
Yeah.
Don't you think this is stressful on the cow?
Definitely.
So even if you go to these local vendors, you are giving your money to a business that puts a lot of stress on cows, right?
Definitely.
Or buffalo, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, once that is done, and a cow's sort of milk production will be profitable, will be produced at a level profitable only up till they are about 5 years or 6 years old. After that, they will not produce milk profitably. So what do you think is done to those cows?
Yeah, they'll be sent to the butchery units. That's what they are doing. But I have seen there is something called Goshala and all. People donating these cows to Goshalas as well is happening actually.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, that's what. So they take care of them because it's a burden for these people. So they are sending it somewhere else rather than, I know for people who are business minded, they are sending it to butchers actually. But the others who are literally looking into the welfare of the cows even after it stops giving milk, they are sending it to Goshalas. I have known such people. That's why I'm.
Do you know what is the natural lifespan of a cow? How long does a cow naturally live?
I don't.
No idea. It's about 20 years.
Okay.
And a cow will produce milk profitably until about 5 or 6 years. So you can see a fourfold sort of difference. Right. So do you think it's sustainable? Do you think we can possibly maintain this system where we where we artificially breed these cows into existence, milk them, and sort of forcibly impregnate them year after year for 5 years, and then for 15 years they will be placed in a Goshala, because every 5 years there will be new cows, right? But the Goshalas remain the same. So do you think this is something that could possibly be maintained?
No, it's actually, the thing is, like I said initially, it all starts with the selfishness of human beings. Not only related to cows, it's happening with chicks, which grows into chicken, and then any other animal actually, pigs. They start with their intention is, or sheep, cows. Not only for cows. I mean, you have to look into all other animals. So
we were talking about dairy because you mentioned dairy in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So I agree. We have to stop consuming all of these products. But
ultimately they're looking at in a business point of view. So once business point of view starts, the selfishness comes, and then you cannot really stop that person. He'll go to any extent to even send it to butchery or wherever. So
but they continue to do this because they can get money out of this.
Yeah.
If we stop buying their products, they will have no other option but to look for other options. Right? At the moment, a lot of us consume, like even I was not born vegan, right? I'm Assamese from Assam, so I was raised in a very heavy meat eating culture, right? I used to eat a lot of meat, I used to eat a lot of eggs, milk, everything. So at a certain point, I just realized that this is something that is not moral, right? We cannot just be forcing our views on these animals and just exploit them.